Prosecco fans, Messrs Brazil and Parry, because Jim White, when wandering home yesterday, was accosted by the pair of them. And Jim surmised that drink had been taken.
Oh, no, really?
By the way they were acting, yeah. So they did. Well, that's no great secret. They were tweeting out pictures of that the other day. Steve Evans, they think what a glamourable world, as Stuart Pearce might say, football is. The Gillingham manager, one of his subs, got to the ground at 10-7 last night, and he said he basically broke into 2 flat tyres and had to abandon his car and get an Uber to the the stadium to make kickoff. But anyway, what you going to do? Anything else?
No idea. Oh, well, I might be having to venture on to page 2.
Okay, well, I think you might have to, because at the moment, Marc Márquez is somewhere in reception.
I do like Martin Lipson's column in The Sun. It's really interesting and informative. And you see this thing about English clubs doing even better. What are you doing now?
I've just been told we don't know where he is.
Yeah, oh, for goodness sake. Thanks very much.
Yeah. I'm going to put the questions.
I've not got 11 minutes.
No, it's all right, Andy, you don't have to, because we've had so many great questions coming.
Why don't you put them to me?
I will put up. I'll make sure that we're not going to see Mark. Are we not going to see Mark now? The producer's just basically shrugged his shoulders, which is always great, isn't it? It's always a great sign when the producer
dropped out.
Yeah, it's always great when the producer beats me. Well, if he doesn't know, then who does? He's either in the building or he's not in the building.
He's going to be on Drive talking about the third test.
He might have to do 10 minutes with Goffey on the batting order for England. So anyway, it's just a shame, because so many of you have got questions here, and I think it's only right that we put them to a fellow MotoGP expert. You can speak on behalf of Mark. Are you prepared to do that, Andy?
I am. Okay. What it does show is that we should do more on this sport, because people love it. It's really popular. They do.
All you really need is the bloke who competes in it here in the studio. That would be massively helpful. So anyway, Mark, David Prately would like to know, after last year's race was cancelled due to rain, this is the British Grand Prix, if it were to rain again, Mark, would you be happy to race at Silverstone in the wet, bearing in mind what happened to Rabat? That's Tito Rabat, who broke his leg.
Nasty. I think I'd be quite concerned, actually, because driver safety is always very, very important.
Well, I think apparently they've relayed.
I'm trying to answer as if he would.
They've relayed the surface there.
Oh, well,
and I was going to ask you whether you're happy with what you've seen.
Well, the relayed surface would make a difference, but I'd still be, wanting to put. What am I doing?
Well, I don't
caution first.
Give me this fast. Well, look, thanks for your answer, which didn't exist. Paul from Stamford says, can you please ask Marc Márquez if he thinks that wings on MotoGP bikes should be banned? Do you think they should be banned?
No, but I think wing mirrors on horses are an excellent idea.
Yeah, you've gone down a different route there. Good afternoon, guys.
What a fine band they were.
Good afternoon to you, Chuffer.
Really?
Interesting nickname. I'm not sure I should have read that out.
Definitely not.
It's a bit of a regional.
Does clips of the week.
It's a regional curiosity. Anyway, a question for Mark, but Mark's not here, so I'm putting him to Andy. Would Mark ever I think he's about to join us. Okay, fantastic. And that's good. I can actually put the questions to him in the limited time we have left. So we can put, because basically, Andy, you were just. I mean,
well, I was bluffing. I know absolutely nothing.
May
about
I say,
MotoGP.
Some of the worst examples of bluffing. Trying to pretend to be
I've
a
only
sports
ever
star.
been on a motorbike once in my life.
Is that right?
Yeah, a bloke called Alex Pike at school. He had a bike, and I went on the back of it. It was sensationally exciting.
So,
but I didn't like having to hold him.
It never led you into the world.
I didn't like having to hold him round the waist. I felt uncomfortable.
Really, that was an issue for you, was it? And you've not been on a motorbike since. What a great loss to the world of MotoGP you were.
No, I've not been on a motorbike
I think you find.
Since.
I mean, I then we'll put that one to Mark. What's it like, to have someone's hand? They don't do that. That would be an interesting. You just have a passenger. You have a lay passenger, don't you?
The only other two things I can think of is the scene in the Marx Brothers when Chico drives off without Harpo, needs Harpo inside. Well, no,
in the sidecar.
The sidecar.
That's
and of course on the buses where Olive used to ride sidecar to Arthur.
This is the kind of level of MotoGP chat. The producer threatened me with the news that Mark was joining us any second.
I've done everything I've ever known, every anecdote I've got
which is nothing. You've done all your motorbike material, haven't you, really? Shall I continue putting these questions to Mark, because is it not looking good? Is there a producer?
I was at Wembley that day that Evel Knievel over the 10 buses.
Welcome to Clutching at Straws here on talkSPORT. The full filler. Anything else? What about when you went to the circus that time? Was that chimpanzee on a motorbike? Don't you remember that? He went round in circles.
No, I didn't know.
Wall of Death at the fun fair?
Well, no, I never had a go at that
None
myself.
of that? No,
not
anybody
really,
else?
no.
What about that bit in The Great Escape, eh?
Oh, yeah,
fantastic, isn't it?
You can't, it's
Steve
fantastic.
McQueen, how you could possibly forget
Tremendous.
it. Mark, why do you think you do better on left-hand tracks? Asks Daz Hughes.
No idea.
Why is the left-hand track so good for you, Mark?
Well, I feel that my weight distribution when I'm on the bike helps me when I lean to the left.
Is that right?
So I've no idea.
Okay.
I bet he'd be able to tell you, wouldn't he?
Yeah, well, he would be able to, but he's not here.
Ask him
He's not here,
things like,
sadly.
I saw an amazing photo of him riding a bike.
He's going to come in at 1:04 just to say, anyway, let's head to Headingley now. Catch up with Goffey and Adrian with Drive. This is lovely. This is from James, who says, Mark is one of the best athletes he says, we actually addressed it to you. He says, Mark, you are one of the best athletes I've seen in my 30 years on this planet.
Well, that's a great compliment. He's an amazing 7 world titles.
I know
incredible.
He is. Yeah.
I was going to ask him, do you have a street bike and what is it?
These are questions you can.
Didn't ask him whether they had bike insurance.
Questions that we're going to. It's going to have to very quick 3 minutes.
Oh, it's a shame. But
conversation.
Hopefully we can mention BT's sort of coverage that they've got.
Well,
which is
hopefully we
sensational, yeah.
He's here. Hello, Mark.
Hi.
How are you?
Nice to see
Sorry,
you.
we are on air. Please take a seat.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for coming in. Just jump in there.
Just sit there, no problem.
Marc Márquez has joined us.
Mark, it's such a pity because we're coming to the end of the programme. We had a lot of interest in you coming along, a lot of questions from the listeners.
We're going to squeeze in as many as we can. Actually, one that ties in, we've got the British Grand Prix this weekend. It's not always been the luckiest track for you, has it, really?
Yeah, you're true.
Yeah. But one of the questions has come in from David. He says, after last year's race was cancelled, Mark, due to rain, if it were to rain again, would you be happy to race at Silverstone in the wet, bearing in mind what happened to Tito Rabat? He says.
Yeah, of course, the last year was some issues on the resurface on the track, but looks like for this year already Formula One. Drivers they recheck everything because they raced here before and looks like they resurface everything and the problems are fixed. So yeah, here in England should be rain someday, but
sure.
No, I think
Sunday's quite good.
Yeah, the weather.
I didn't check.
It's a good fall. That was a nasty accident to Rabat, wasn't he? Broke his leg, didn't he?
Yeah, because like I say, the surface was not in the best conditions, and then was some aquaplaning. But this year should be okay and will be a big help.
Sure.
I don't know what I wanted to ask you. I mean, how big is the sport in Spain? Is it as big as it is here, for example, where people love it?
Yeah, I mean, in Spain it's like soccer, number one. Like
of course.
Football.
Yeah.
And then it's around motorbikes, tennis. There is the second sport maybe, and in Spain is you can see on if you check MotoGP riders, half are Spanish and Italian. So,
fantastic.
So yeah, the weather also helps a lot.
You're Catalan, are you? Are you a Barcelona fan or?
I'm a Barcelona fan. Yes.
I thought you probably would be.
Disappointed about how I start the league, but okay.
Yeah, well,
Messi will be back.
Plenty of time once he comes back. It'll be okay. If you get a podium finish this weekend, that will put you level with Agostini. That is some claim to fame, isn't it? I mean, that'd be 88. I read podium finishes,
50 victories.
Honestly speaking, I don't know the numbers.
You don't look at the numbers.
No, I don't check the
what
statistics.
What about 7 world titles? You know that.
This one I know. This one is the most important one. But about the other numbers, just I focus on myself and just keep going, keep pushing.
Yeah.
And of course, my target is today on Wednesday is try to win on Sunday. But then during the weekend, we need to check our situation.
Yeah. What have been the problems at Silverstone? I mean, you had a fall in one race, didn't you? And you had problems with the issues with a bike in another. It's just been bad luck.
Yeah, I mean, 2013 I finished second, then 14 I won, but then until from 14 until here. We just broke one engine, then one race cancelled, then I fall down another one. So yeah, it was not the best racetrack for me, but anyway, I like it, and especially is a really fast racetrack, and this is something that all the riders like it.
We had a question from Daz. He said, Mark, why do you always seem to go better on left-hand tracks? Why do you think that is?
I think because I born on the left corners. It's true. I mean, when I was younger, when I was a kid, a baby, because I was 5 years old. I mean, I start on dirt track, and dirt track is a discipline that you just turn on the left side. And I practice a lot dirt track, and then I start in motocross, and motocross tracks normally are in the left corners too.
Right.
So yeah, looks like on the left corners I feel better, because also I have the rear brake on the right side of the bike, and then I can play much better, and helps to turn the bike.
Fantastic. Well, look, sadly we've run out of time. We only had a short time with you. We had so many questions. Thanks to everybody who sent the questions in. We have to try and get you back in, Mark, for a longer chat, because there was an awful lot of interest.
Sorry, because the flight was delayed.
Not your fault.
In August, I think in Europe, all the flights are delayed. And
we wish you well for Sunday.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck. Join Susie Perry and the BT Sport team for 3 days of action from the British MotoGP, with all practice sessions, qualifying and races exclusively live on BT Sport 2, on TV, of course, and via the BT Sport app.